guys, Psychic here, and welcome back to another episode of Cave Factory with me. Hello, and I've been a little busy on here, trying to at least. Hey, I didn't think about how I was, you know what? How am I gonna do this? Okay. I think we'll start with what I've been doing at home? Or should I? You know what? I'm too excited to show you guys. I have been working on our little village area down here, and I forgot to turn off my alarm. This is start great. Okay, so other than the path leading to this, I haven't worked on that yet, mostly because I just remembered it. But otherwise, I've been working on the path here. Everything's upgraded to level 5 except for the town hall, and the cave itself is absolutely decked out. Okay. It actually looks like a cave in here. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of it. The ceiling was not easy, but okay. So the ceiling's easy, but not easy because my brain doesn't work with like looking up in Minecraft for some reason. I'm not exactly sure, but I got all the path done. I got trees and plants. I even got little benches, places, and a little bit of a story going on. So first things first, of course, if you enter this and you're not magic like me and can fly, you just walk down in this little side cave here, which you'll quickly realize is not even possible anyway because our bridge, well, the bridge won't allow you to get back. If you can't fly, well, actually it will. Didn't used to. I don't know. Doesn't matter because in the long run, this over here is completely collapsed. And this is mostly to keep the villagers from actually getting out because that will be wrong. But either way, if you're able to like mine your way through that or come down here, you can notice like there's a little campsite outside, tons of trees, and then these fully upgraded guard towers, and they're perfect. But after that, you just walk in. We've got our lumberjack, who is always hungry, and I'm about to give her some bread, because if I don't, she don't do nothing. We got our little farm over here. We got our mine. We have our baker, a little house, our builder, I always forget the name of you. That thing. Our courier house, which I did upgrade a little bit, just not all the way to level 5. We have our storage area, another little tower, and then our town hall. And everything here except for 1, 2, and 3, and 4 upgraded to level 5. So all of these are fully upgraded. Oh, except for that house as well. So everything's look pretty. We got our baker doing things. I even decorated the houses and stuff a little bit afterward because they were finished upgrading, so I didn't have to worry about anything funky. I put down these little brown brick stairs, little benches and stuff. I took the little lamp thing that comes with the baker and decided to just keep rebuilding it in places because I actually really like it, and it fits in really well with our town. Try to get the path a little bit textured because I was having issues with the cobblestone and the gravel looking a little too alike. So even though on the map itself it's very different, it still blends in a lot with the stone. And I tried a couple different things and nothing really worked the way I wanted it to because then it would make it stand out too much. So the only thing I think of is putting some of these rock paths in. Still not my favorite thing in the world, but I'm dealing with it. But anyway, let me guess. You're either hungry or you're missing a tool. Which one is it? Oh, you have the flu. That one is not surprising either. Okay. I know. But anyway, so I also have, I don't know if you guys noticed, maybe a little bit, but behind here, we got a little bit of like a cage situation going on. And that's because I think I explained before, the farm was always confusing for me because I'm like, if we're underground and we have a windmill, how the heck is the windmill going to work? There's no wind in the caves. At least not that I've had at the time. But I created a little story over here, which is kind of both creepy and cute. But basically, in my mind, this cave has like a little like extension over here. I forgot I couldn't go that buzzer. Yeah, there's. Huh. But anyway, there's a little bit of like a cave extension over here, and there's like wind going through it, so it does turn this windmill. The problem is in my little story that before this village was like the way that it was, and this one was maybe a little bit more shabbier, they figured that if there was wind that this goes to the surface. And if you look here, there's a little bit of light up there, which would make you think that, yeah, there's got to be sky. And I even figured out how to like put ropes and stuff around, but if you also look in there just a little bit, there's like a skull. So it's showing that this is kind of dangerous. Like things have collapsed already, and that's why they're like, do not enter. We're not doing this. We might want to get out, but everyone who's tried has failed horribly. So they're like, we'd rather just have civilization down here and keep the wind so that's why we have the bars. But there's no escaping. So it's a little morbid in that fact, but it also, like, to me makes the windmill make sense. So, um, but anyway, so we have that. It's November 1st. Why are there still ghosts? Okay, anyway. So I got little spikies. I'm really proud of the ceiling. I know it's super simple, but, like, it was flat. I have to be happy that it's not flat anymore. I do have a little bit with that morbid thing. I do have a little bit of a sad story, though, that has to do with our miner. Because as I was decorating one day, I was just kind of just, you know, decorating, putting things about. And in my chat, I saw that our poor miner died because he was shot. He died to an arrow. And I quickly ran down here because I was like, what the heck? Because it said to pick up his grave and all that. And the soldiers were coming up. And I'm assuming that, unfortunately for him, a skeleton spawned because he's horrible. Yeah, horrible at putting down torches. And I believe he died on this side over here. So he did a lot of work in his life. This whole mine is built by him. So I went ahead and gathered his stuff. I have not hired a new miner yet, partly because I don't need to, but also it's just a little sad. Like, that's where he left off over there. I did put down a torch after he did. If those ghosts stay, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna turn my sounds back off. But yeah, he did a lot. So I did make a grave for him. It's kind of hidden because I didn't exactly plan for a graveyard. Because I actually had a lot of the stuff decorated by the time he died, so I didn't have enough time or space to, make an area for him. But I went ahead behind our little guard tower over here. I have put a tiny little gravestone back here. So, Rip Micah, shot by arrow. Got him some flowers, and may he rest in peace. Moment of silence. But anyway, so, I have our builder, Adelie. She should be building this right now. The only thing is I'm holding 2 flowers, and that's because she needs 2 different kinds of flowers to finish it. And I didn't want y'all to miss the rest of the build. So I believe she's still doing... Yeah, so there's still a lot in here, so she's still building quite a lot. I'm hoping that she's not going to ask for the flowers, because I don't want to miss it. You! Go away! It's November 1st, darn it! Jesus. Anyway. I don't know. I want to say it's nighttime right now, which is why no one's working. So let me fix that real quick. And we'll try to remember to do this, because I want to catch it on this episode, but if we can't, that's alright. Because, regardless, I do need to change these dandelions into the 2 flowers that she's needing, which is the azalea and the blue cornflower. And this leads me into what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I forgot to show you. I explained that I got so much, like, redstone and sand and that sort of stuff using the Botania stuff over here. And I know I've shown you guys it before, but I did upgrade it a little bit. I don't remember if the connection to my storage system was shown. I did connect that. And basically this runs by itself. You don't need this little extra bit here. I just have it because when I'm doing the redstone, I end up lagging a lot faster. And this helps a little bit. You still have to lag and do your, like, magnet and stuff if you have it. But it's faster. But I was just recently getting sand, so it's not nearly as laggy. But I'm just going to show you guys how this works. So you want to have your magnet off. Make sure you have the right thing. So for sand, it's the alchemy catalyst. And the way that I have it hooked up is for my storage system. This cable pumps into this barrel. And you could probably have it pumped directly into the crate. It's just because I was using this for multiple things, I chose the barrel. But I have it set to just do cobblestone and to also be set to a redstone mode. So it has to be turned on with a lever. Same thing kind of goes on down here. This does not have to be redstone mode, but I have it pulling out like quartz and sand and that sort of thing because everything's just going to be in here. I have it locked to sand at the moment though because I don't want it to eat like cobblestone because why would I want it to bring it back into the system? So it's super easy. Just like I said, you have your magnet off, stand a little bit away, and then just let it rip. And I usually have my sound off while I'm doing this, but it creates a decent amount. So like if I go look in here, you see how fast it's going. And actually, since it usually builds up over time. If you do your magnet and grab it, you see it already fills my inventory. And just in that little bit of time, we had over 2,000 sand. So, very efficient. So I was able to finally get all the sand that we needed, because actually if I go look at our craftables, it's not asking for sand anymore. So, the only things I'm missing now is hemp fiber, which we're very close into getting. I only need a little over 3,000 more, so I'm not worried about that. The two things that I am worried about again, and as I've said before, is the iron and the diamonds. Now, first of all, before we do that, I do need to change these dandelions into their correct flowers. So I need in here real quick. And I'm going to break this. Turn my magnet on. And that won't work. Okay. I need to break some things real quick. This does make this, like, difficult to work with during other things, so. Alright, that's one of the flowers I need, and then the other one's a cornflower. There we go. Okay. And I'll put this back the way that it's supposed to be. There we go. Okay. So, as I was saying, we wanted to look at the system. So, what we were doing before, I don't know why I teleported here. Ow! What we were doing before with our not redstone, iron, is we were pumping it into this smeltery that we have here. Now I've completely dismantled it. I have moved our tank to the back, mostly because it looks nicer, but two, I have it connected to something else, and I needed it in an area where I can have a fluid pipe pumping out of it. And you see it goes all the way down there. So, reason is our little downstairs area that we have here, basement, I have decided to put in, well, first, I changed this furnace out to a rainbow furnace, because now it does things instantly, so when I'm smelting glass, because one of you are, well, all of you are, but this particular person is a genius and recommended that I started actually processing the stuff for the storage part now instead of waiting until I get all of the items, and it didn't occur to me because it takes 7,000 years to smelt sand. Even when you're doing it like a batch at a time. So it's just like, I made sure I got like all of my silicon, I crafted a bunch of stuff. The crafting doesn't take long at all, but it's everything that you have to smelt. So like, I still have to smelt the other half of the sand, and that took forever to do. Now it should be a little faster, because what I had in here was the netherite furnace. The rainbow furnace doesn't instantly, it'll do like stacks at a time. Or a stack at a time, so with it going full capacity, by the time this fills up with 50, it smelts it. So it does technically 50 every whatever seconds. It's not long, it does it really fast. The other thing, if I turn around, is when I put in a little storage thing for all of our ores, so they don't have to be in my system, so you can actually see how many ores I have at a time. And then you see this thing that looks like an eyeball, and I realized that, honestly, this whole room looks like eyeballs, which was not intentional, but also I'm cool with it. But this is a smeltery that I have built, and it's big. Not the biggest smeltery you can have. I learned that the largest you can have is a 14 by 14, because originally I was going to have a 16 by 4, and it wouldn't let me do it until I brought it down by 14. So, it's not that 14 by 14, whatever that total number is. It physically will not let you go any farther than 14. And that's 14 inside, so I think including the edge blocks, it's 16 by 16. But this is a 14 by, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think it's by 7, so pretty big. If we go over here, I have made another secret door. If we go back here, it says that it holds 8,624 ingots, which is like 9 times as much as the other one, the other smeltery I have does. And this is where that pipe goes into this seared fuel tank. And I have this also connected to my system with the exporter. And down here, you see the cable goes even farther. And the reason why is because hidden back here, if any of y'all could see, I have all of our casting basins and some casting table, a casting table, automatically coming out because I have the redstone torches. So whenever this fills up with whatever I put in it to it, it automatically goes out and then goes into importers back into the system. So this is kind of a way to automate having this and my other thing, mining ore, automatically goes into here, and then that goes into here. And I also have it hooked up where it only turns on if I do a lever, because if I ever want to switch out the ore, because like right now I only have it doing an iron ore, and earlier today I had it doing gold, I could switch it out without having to like fight with it to try and like accept a certain ore that I want. So with the iron in there, I have, at the moment, a little over 3,000 iron. So I can just go ahead and turn this on. I have the same problem with doors as I always do. And if we hop up here, we can actually see it start filling. And it doesn't have to fill super fast. That I don't care about. It's going to smelt at the same speed regardless. So, because I think I actually had this going even faster. But you see it starts to, it smelts and then it fills in the rest anyway. So it's like, this will fill eventually because it will, not be able to hold any more liquid, but that's okay. But yeah, so I have this going and then it goes into the, oh, I have gold in here. This is the only downside is I don't have it, like, checking to see if it's finished things. That's the only downside, but I'm sure there's a way to get around it. But that'll go automatically now. And if you look into our system, we should see... Where's my iron? I don't have a lot of iron at the moment. I've been, well, crafting things. But you should see, yep, this number will go up at chunks at a time. So, nice, convenient, and really good to have. It's something I wish I did a lot sooner, so that way I wasn't having to manually do everything like I was before. The only thing is, so you see I have just under 3,000 iron now. I'm still requiring, I think it's over 200,000. So if we go to look in here, yeah, it's asking for 203,516 more ingots, meaning we need at least another 100,000 ore, and I don't have that. Same thing goes with the diamonds. I do still need to set up an automated thing for like a crusher or something like that, so that way that can automatically go without having me to do it manually. Because in my dank, I have 2.6 thousand, and then in the wall, I have another 1,600. Still not enough for what I need, but the rest of everything's pretty much done. So, like, I just need to focus on, like, smelting the sand into glass. We'll get the hemp as time goes on. So, hopefully, something... If the only thing I can think of to, like, speed up the diamond and the iron is that either I'm gonna just have to keep upgrading this structure frame and keep pumping out, because I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think with this current version of the environmental car, I don't think I have, like, access to filters. Because, like, I do know in, like, older ones, I think I would put, like, a gray lens in here, and it would specifically only pull out, like, iron and things that were considered gray. And then since I would have a ore miner, I would assume it would only pick out, like, iron and then maybe things like nickel and silver. I don't know. But that would have it where, like, more of my ratio would be iron ore. I don't think I have access to that. I could be wrong, like I said. Like, if I type in lens... Yeah, this is all Botania. There is environmental core lens. But I don't... See, there's no, like... Oh, there is a... No. I don't think I can force that. Because, like, it says, like, oh, what does it focus on? But if I click to craft it, it just gives me the base one. I don't... Do I have a lens? I could look it up real quick. Let's see. So I just made a lens, and I don't know... Is there a way to... There's a lens grinder. I don't think that's what I need, though. Ooh, well, it fits in the memory. But that's probably not where it belongs. Let's see, assembler. That's not even the same mod. Yeah, I don't know about that. I could try crafting one of these. Let's see. Never hurts to try. I assume it'll need power. Colored lenses. Okay, so I can pick a lens. I don't know which lens would do what, though, then. Let me see. I have a little thing saved. I don't remember if this is one of the things that are in there, though. No. Okay. I'd have to go look somewhere else. My assumption would be just gray. Hang on. I know we're in the middle of an episode, but I'm gonna do a search. Environmental core. Lenses. See if anything comes up with that. Why is it called a lens grinder? That makes me think it would destroy it. Does anyone know what each lens does? I wish I had something interesting to say. I have nothing. My assumption is that it would be just gray and not even light gray, but let me... Ore miner. If I want... Coal, redstone, I should buy... Diamond would be cyan. I can get down with cyan. Alright. What would iron be? Metallic. Iron would be white? What do you mean it would be white? I don't know. I mean, I can try it. I didn't mean to put 2 in there. Okay. I don't know. What I'm looking at says white. I don't know how old this page is. It's a random Google Docs from 2021. I don't even know if that's right, but let me see, how do I even apply this? Do I just click it? Okay. Iron. Iron. Dimensional ore. Iron. Dimensional ore. Iron. This is what I want. Coal. Iron. Coal. Why is coal white? What kind of sense does that make? No, it's not working. It's not working because that's, according to this doc, coal is black, which would make sense. Okay. Well, I guess either lenses don't work or I'm stupid. Because if I put cyan in there, then the assumption is that it would make it diamonds only. But I'm still getting a bunch of stuff. Unless it's like... Okay, because I'm getting more diamonds, so it is working. There might just be a couple ores in here that are, like, non-specific. Or what it's doing is that it will give me a higher concentration of, like... So this will give me a higher concentration of things that are specifically white, but not give me not other things, if that makes any sort of sense. Does that make any... I don't know, but I'm leaving the lens in there, so hopefully that's exactly what I need. And I'm glad that y'all were able to be here to talk me through that, even though I know I can't hear you. You were here to me. Anyway, how's Adelie doing? I doubt she's gotten very far. I bet you she's asking for the flowers now, because that is exactly something that she would do. Or it's nighttime. Adelie! Shut! My hand. Why is it in my face? Okay. Try to get them back to work. I'm going to... I guess I'll give these to her. I don't know. She's still got a lot in here, guys. Yeah, she's not finished. So, I guess what I'll do is... Wait. I'm not sure. I'm trying to... Alright, so what I'm thinking about right now is, like, do I add it to this episode? Do I just say leave it for the next? Because I don't have time to film another one right now. I'll leave it for the next. I'll take away some items so that way she can't use them yet. Like, I'll just take those flowers back. If I could locate them. And then we'll do the rest of this building in the next episode. Where did those flowers go? Adelie, thank you. That way she cannot finish it without me being here. Okay. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, please put it down in the comments below. Please tell me if you like the cave. I really like it, and this is exactly what I plan on doing for the bigger cave. If I can get myself hyped up to do it, because that is 5 times the size of this cave, at the least. So, yeah. So for next episode, I think we're just gonna try and focus on. I'm gonna be trying to get a lot of like iron and diamonds, of course, and probably automate the diamond process. I do plan on finishing the town hall for y'all. And then I think the only thing left from there is we get to start our food production and dye production journey to get foods and stuff, because that will be wonderful. You good over here, Raul? You're just a little hungry. There you go. You're not going to eat it yet, but you have it. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it off there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.